I'm enjoying these 5-at-5s recently because we're not losing games. Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. Let's get into it. Here's my 5-at-5. Here's my number one. And number one is going to be about the person who used to be our number one, and that's Bernd Leno. I thought he did really, really well yesterday, especially one really crucial save where he couldn't have seen it very early. It was struck really, really well, got down, did what he needed to do. And overall, I thought he looked like a goalkeeper that has been playing week in, week out. He did not look like he's been, dropped. His attitude was good. His performance was good. It was something I was very, very happy to see. I don't imagine that a goalkeeper of his quality is going to be happy not being first choice. So I don't think he'll be at the club much longer. I think in January might be a bit too soon, but I certainly think in summer he will be leaving. But look, right now, Arsenal, I feel like we're in a very good place with goalkeepers where even if Ramsdale gets injured or suspended, Leno proved that he's motivated and performing well enough to come in and do a decent job. Well done, Leno, did really well. Number two. Number one was all about someone who doesn't have a future at the club, in my opinion. But number two is about someone who's got a huge future at the club. And it's a prospect that has been doing so well in the academy teams this season. And he was rewarded with a place on the bench. Yes, he didn't get any minutes, but clearly it would have meant a lot to him. And it's a sign of how well he's been doing. And this is Salah Oulad, who plays for the academy team. If you follow the academy teams, you'll see his name has been popping up on the score sheet pretty regularly this season. He's been playing really, really well. And whilst all the talk is about people like Charlie Patino, and rightly so, because he's a great, great prospect, it was actually Salah that was on the bench, Arsenal's very own Salah. I do hope that he goes on to have anywhere near as much quality and performance sort of level as the Salah that the whole world is talking about right now. But our own little Salah, congrats to him. Look forward to seeing him feature more and more in the first team and get those opportunities and keep up the brilliant work in the academy. Number three, and listen, I know this is going to be your favourite moment from the game yesterday. It most certainly was my favourite moment. And that wasn't just the goal from Callum Chambers with his first touch just a few seconds after coming on. It was the celebration. The way the team celebrated with him, Lacazette, Ramsdale, even Mikel Arteta, it was just lovely to see. It showed a togetherness. It showed a level of unity within the squad. And it made me think Chambers must be a very popular guy in the dressing room because people seemed more so than usual, really, really happy for him. And also Chambers is not someone that we're seeing featured in the starting lineups or the matchday squads. So for him to come in and have that moment, make that crucial breakthrough, was lovely to see for him. So that was probably my favourite moment from the game yesterday. Brilliant stuff. Number four. Now this is an interesting one because yesterday Nketiah played well, he got the man of the match, he got a brilliant goal, and I know you're going to be saying in the comments, oh yeah, but it came off his shin. I don't care. You make your own luck in football, and the work that he did in the build-up to that was so, so good that he absolutely deserved to score. And when you do all of that work and put yourself 1 yard away from goal, you can score the goal with whatever the hell you want. The chances are it's going to go in. So you can't disrespect all the brilliant work that he did before the little scuffed shot that still ended up in a goal. Give him his credit. Now, for me, at the start of the season, a lot of Arsenal fans were bored of Nketiah. They were tired of him. They wanted him out. They were talking about Balogun. They were talking about Martinelli. And unfortunately, this season, I know Balogun and Martinelli haven't had a lot of game time, so it's very hard to judge or criticise. But when I look at Nketiah, Balogun or Martinelli, at the start of the season, it was definitely the pecking order for me was Martinelli, Balogun and Nketiah. But now I want to ask you guys in the comments, who are you most excited about? Has that order changed for you at all? Does it still stay that way? Who would you like to see get more opportunities? Who would you like to see leave the club? I personally think that Martinelli, even though he didn't play well last night, he can't be criticised because his style of play is as such that you can't just come and expect him to be tearing it up, with having no game time, no ability to play himself into form. But on the other hand, I still would have expected or liked to have seen better from him in this game. But Nketiah deserves a lot of credit. Hopefully he can sort of resurrect his Arsenal career and change the minds of a lot of Arsenal fans that maybe had given up on him. Number 5, and it's time for the quarterfinals. So there's a whole host of teams we can play. Yesterday, obviously Chelsea and Sunderland qualified for the quarters, and there's 5 games today. So I want you to tell me in the comments, who do you want Arsenal to get in the next round, in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup? This is the competition I want to win. I think with no European football, it's it's important that we take the competitions that we are in very seriously. We know we're not going to win the league, so our realistic competitions that we can get any joy out of is the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Either way, we're going to have to play some good teams to win it. So for me, when I look at the teams that are still in the competition, I would love Tottenham away. And I know some of you might be surprised, but listen, I never ever want Tottenham to win a trophy, okay? It's coming up to, I think, 5,000 days since they last won a trophy. I don't want them with a little rubbish League Cup to kind of break that up. So I'd love Arsenal to be the ones that ruin their chances of winning a trophy. So hopefully we get Tottenham away, and I just think the away element is always more spicy, always more interesting. If it's not that, then I just want to go somewhere I haven't been before. So I'd like Preston away or something. I just prefer away games. They're more interesting, they're more fun, and not only that, it's a stadium that I've never been to. If we don't get Preston, my third choice would be Stoke away. And I know that's almost like, you must be thinking, what are you thinking? But I don't like Stoke. No Arsenal fans like Stoke. So I'd like to dump them out of the competition as well. And away games, they're spicy. If you've ever been to an away game versus a home game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So tell me, who do you want to see Arsenal play in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup? And let me know why in the comments below. Until next time, see you later, and let's get ready for Leicester on Saturday.